Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you in this daily UPSC MCQ series Mission 2020. We are taking here important questions, derived questions we are taking here, and current affair based issues. I'm taking these things from PIB section, I'm taking these things from magazines, I'm taking these things from Indian Express, the Hindu newspapers, and all these sources. They are extremely important. So follow the lessons religiously. Daily these are coming in both Hindi and English. And let's start the lesson. Pocket News app is trending on Google Play. Download that. Affordable courses by StudyIQ. The description is given below the video, and all these important courses are available. You can call on these numbers, and the website address is given here. And PDF you will get here. Send me a request on this group. You will find that on Facebook, and Telegram's link is also given there. You can follow me on Instagram too, and this is the Telegram channel's link if you want to type it on the website. Question is regarding Ganges dolphin. Ganges dolphin is an indicator species for sure. What is an indicator species? When a species with its existence and with its place in the ecosystem, if it indicates some ecosystem characteristics, like if there is pollution in the river, then it will tell you, because with the pollution their numbers will start decreasing. So this is how a lot of indications it give, and it's a very important species. Only I think 150 are left according to some numbers, and it's IUCN list in endangered category. So not critically endangered, just endangered category. These are two specific species. One is in Pakistan in Indus River, that is the Indus dolphin, and that is called Buyan or Bolian in the local language, and it is a state animal of Punjab actually, not Assam. This is wrong. And one is found in Gangetic system, its tributary, and in Mahanadi also, and in Brahmaputra system also. So from Nepal, India till Bangladesh it is found. So that is the case with the Ganges river dolphin. So that's the case, and it is not correct that it is only found in Ganges and its tributaries. It is also found in Brahmaputra and Mahanadi systems. So this is wrong. Third is also wrong, as I told you. There is a city called Guwahati. Guwahati's official animal is Ganges dolphin. That's unique and specific. So not the aquatic animal of Assam, but the official animal of Guwahati. Official animal. Not any specific aquatic animal, uniquely the official animal of Guwahati. So that's important, and it's a national mammal in Pakistan, the Indus dolphin I'm talking about. Here this Ganges dolphin is national aquatic animal of India. So a lot of details are attached with the Ganges dolphin, and please go through the details in the Shankar's environment book or in Wikipedia. You can find all these things. So only one is the answer here. C is the answer. These details are given. Conservation programs we are running there. Only one sanctuary, dolphin sanctuary, the Vikramshila Gangetic dolphin sanctuary is there, from Sultanganj to Kehalganj on Ganga in Bihar. So only dolphin sanctuary in the country, and all these details are important. These are mammals, categories mammals, and the numbers are pegged between 150 to 200. So that is the case, and endangered in the IUCN category. So that is the case, very specific animal. Next, 21st Law Commission ended its 5-year term. This is wrong. This is actually 3-year term. Law Commissioner's term is only for 3 years. Remember that. Finance Commission 5 years, Law Commission 3 years. And Law Commission is not a constitutional body. It is not a statutory body. This is wrong. Not constitutional, not statutory. It is established by the government, and they have not established the next one, the 22nd Law Commission. 21st ended its 3-year term in August 18, that is correct. But till now, no 22nd Law Commission. And that is the case. They wanted to bring a bill also some years back, but they could not bring it, and it could not get realized. And still it is going on with the existing system. It is not a statutory body, it is not a constitutional body, and just an advisory body. And it has made many recommendations regarding universal civil code, regarding the one nation, one election also. Regarding this one election concept, they say that it should happen. We are in favor of it, but we are not in favor of universal civil code right now, because today the conditions in the country are not favorable to it. So that is the case, and it is headed by a retired Chief Justice of High Court, not Supreme Court. So this is wrong to say. This is a wrong statement. The person may be a retired Supreme Court judge or a retired Chief Justice of High Court. Okay, not the CJI of India. CJI of India, retired CJI of India is for the National Human Rights Commission. So that condition is unique there. And D, none would be the answer. All the statements are wrong here. These things are given here, and you can read that B.S. Chauhan had submitted the report, who was heading the 21st Commission, and Cabinet approves reconstitution of the law panel for a period of 3 years, usually headed by a former Supreme Court judge or a former Chief Justice of High Court. Okay, and in 2010 also UPA wanted to bring a bill to give it a statutory status, but it is not a reality till now. It is not a statutory body. Next, Orchids. They have found mention. Ministry of Environment released a particular release regarding orchids. These are very unique flowers, specially found in northeast country. The northeast part of India, and mainly in Arunachal Pradesh. They find many species. More than 300 species are endemic to India. So that's unique. So it is not mainly found in Western Ghat. This is wrong, and this is also wrong. But that no species is endemic to India. This is also wrong. In total, around 1256, more than 1000 species are found for orchids flowers. These are very unique flowers and always a part of customs and traditions all over the world, and they have a particular protection in the CITES convention. That convention is for international trade in the endangered species category. So against this international trade, this convention CITES works. So appendix 2 category protection is given here. It means that it is not threatened, but if the trade continues in this form, then it will certainly be under a lot of threat. So C is the answer here, and all the details you can read here. 1256 species belongs to 155th genera, and 388 species are endemic to India. That's the case, and mainly northeast part of India they are found. They are a part of their culture also. And Arunachal Pradesh 612 species are found. Sikkim 560 species are found, and in West Bengal also, Darjeeling Himalayas, they have found around 479 species. So many type of orchids we find there. Next, Pranhita river. As I told you in the morning lesson, Maharashtra's Panganga, and then Wardha, and then Venganga. These three rivers, they are combining their waters, and they are making Pranhita. And if I show you the map there, this is Pranhita running on the border of Maharashtra and Telangana. Here this is Wardha, and this is called Pranhita from here to here when it meets Godavari. So Pranhita is the tributary of Godavari, and it is the confluence of three rivers, Panganga, Wardha and Venganga here. So that's the case. So that's unique. And this Kaleshwaram irrigation project, the world's biggest the agricultural irrigation project, that is here in Bhupalpalli area, and that is not on Pranhita river because it is called Godavari here, because Pranhita is mixing with Godavari here on this place. So it is Godavari. On Godavari the Kaleshwaram project is there. So this is a wrong statement. Third one is wrong statement. Second, made up from Indravati and Venganga, this is also wrong, because Indravati is coming from Chhattisgarh state and meeting with Godavari directly. So Indravati National Park is also there, and Indravati river is flowing through it. So this is wrong. Indravati and Venganga are not making Pranhita. This is wrong. And this is also wrong because Pranhita is the left bank tributary, because it is meeting Godavari from top. So Godavari is flowing from Trimbak Plateau and flowing like that, going through Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and pouring its water into Bay of Bengal. So Pranhita meeting from above. So it is a left bank tributary, not a right bank tributary. So all the statements are wrong. D9 is the answer. You can see Pranhita here and Godavari here. Sri Ram Sagar Dam is here, and it is coming from Maharashtra. Trimbak Plateau is the place near Nasik from where Godavari is rising, and Godavari is flowing here. Pranhita coming from top of it. Next, in a first ever movement of its kind, IWAI, the Inland Water Authority of India, ship carrying Bhutanese cargo was flagged off from Dhubri in Assam to Narayanganj. You see in the map, this is foot shoaling of Bhutan, and till Dhubri it is 160 kilometers road transport area. So through road, through trucks, they are bringing these stones to this Dhubri area, and from here our important inland water authority of India that has created these inland waterways. So it is being used here. So it's a kind of a great achievement here that we are using inland water, the river here, and it is reaching up to Narayanganj in Bangladesh. So Narayanganj is there in Bangladesh, not in India. Okay, so this would be a wrong statement to say that Narayanganj in India. This is wrong. Otherwise it is okay. Brahmaputra river, the national waterway 2 is there. We all know waterway 1 is Varanasi to Haldia in West Bengal. So waterway 2 is on Brahmaputra river and waterway 1 is on Ganges. So that's the case. Second is correct. Inland Waterway Authority of India is a statutory authority established by the 1985 Act. So only 2 is the answer here. You can see it is gonna lower the amount of these resources, transportation days and everything. And India is using just 0.1% of the total inland traffic through these inland waterways. In the United States, 21% is the figure that they are moving their cargoes through rivers, inland waterways. So we are lacking here, and we need to improve here a lot. And statutory authority in charge of waterways in India, established by this 1985 Act, and the headquarters are located in Noida, UP. Next, which state became first state in India to ensure conservation of water through its state water policy? So first state where maximum amount of rains they happen, the Cherrapunji, Masanram, these are there in Meghalaya, and mainly they are located near the Khasi Hills. So Meghalaya is the state which has announced its first waterway policy, and they will go with the many announcements here: conservation, protection of water resources, and their own state water policy. First state in India to come with this proposal, and they will take water, they will recognize water resources as common pool resource. So all the stakeholders will be there, means normal people will be the stakeholders here. So they will recognize those rights, and they will bring water sanitation village councils at the village level. So these are important details. Certainly it may be asked. It's a very important detail. Next, Finance Minister in his budget speech 1819 had announced setting up of 2 defense industrial corridors. Defense industrial corridors in the states of which state? It is actually Uttar Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Defense industrial corridors means the central government, state government, the PSUs and the private players all will be stakeholders here, and it was announced in last year's budget. And now the detail came regarding the Tamil Nadu's Salem in PIB. So I have taken those details from PIB there. Ministry of Defense, Defense Industrial Corridor announced in budget 1819, and includes Salem there, and around Salem there are areas of Coimbatore, Hosur and Tiruchirappalli also. So these are in Tamil Nadu, and other state is UP. Next, securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of Security Interest Act, SURFACE 2002 Act. This act was unique, and you see NPA crisis was not there in this form in 2002, but many defaults were there. So they demanded a particular act that would do their recoveries, because their loans or these credits that they are extending to the needy people, these are actually assets. They earn interest there, and that is their own earning. So financial institution and mainly the banks, they do recoveries on their loans through these SURFACE Act. Now not much help we could get from SURFACE Act, so we had to bring many amendments in 2016 year, the same year when IBC code came. So C is the answer here. You can read the details. Government is not involved in commercial decisions or recovery proceedings of the banks. So in SURFACE Act, without any intervention of courts or tribunals, they do these recoveries if these loans are more than 1 lakh rupees. So 1 lakh rupees is the cap there, and that is the SURFACE Act of 2002. Amendments were brought up in 2016 year. Next, Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare. They have released some data regarding some schemes. Interest subvention scheme is going on for many years now, so it's not a new scheme, but these announcements which are there in PIB section, these are very important. So the short-term crop loans up to 3 lakh rupees only, not 10 lakh rupees, 3 lakh only. There they are extending this interest subvention scheme, means the farmers, they need to pay lower interest, the additional amount which is there, that would be paid by the government. So it's an interest subvention scheme. Government would pay to the banks the rest of the amount, and around 4% is the interest rate applicable to these farmers. And what are the arrangements here? You see, interest subvention of 2% per annum to banks on use of their own resources, and additional 3% incentive if farmers are repaying these loans within time. So if they pay within time, then only 4% interest rate would be applicable there. So this is the way of interest subvention scheme. So that is going on. So second statement is correct, first is wrong. It is only 3 lakh rupees. So only 2 is the answer here. You can read the amount which is announced in PIB in 2018-19 year, around 12 lakh rupees, 54,000 crores were given interest free loans to farmers. NABARD is the refinancing agency. NABARD, its stakes were there with RBI. Now central government has bought all the stakes of NABARD. Now it is under central government. It's a refinancing agency, means it gives loans to banks, and banks under their priority sector lending conditions, they give these loans to farmers or agricultural loans. So these are priority sector loans. So some particular conditions are there on the banks, like 18% of their adjusted net bank credit, they need to extend it to farmers, and sub target of 8% also. And same case with the regional rural banks, 18% of their total outstanding advances is required to be towards agriculture, means they need to give these loans to agricultural areas, and sub target of 8%. So these are the conditions on the banks, and for that they cry a lot, because they say that this much amount is many times stuck because farmers are not able to repay these loans. Although interest subvention scheme is going on, but most of the times they are not able to repay their loans. So that's the case, and banks are not able to recover these loans from a bigger industrialist also. So what to talk about the farmers? That's a problematic thing. Next, BSBD accounts scheme. It is regarding saving banks, but it is not regarding giving high interest rate. This is actually giving basic minimum facilities, and these are for free. So banks are charging a lot of things, and the money is being taken from common person's pocket. So that's why they were making many complaints that banks are giving loans, writing off these loans to these big corporate houses and all, and charging a lot of money from common man's transaction. So that was the case. So that's why this BSBD scheme is there, and basic minimum facilities. C is the answer here, and you can read free of charge without any requirement of minimum balance. Some basic minimum facilities they will provide here, and the details are given there, like for the ATM withdrawals and deposits or any other services. Some of them they will give a free of charge. So that is the condition on the banks now. So this is all for today. Thanks a lot. Keep watching.